Here we go.
Round number 1.
Numero uno.
Yes, yes, yes. This is the Hoosier Tire King of the Fling shootout. Each and every one of the drivers that is competing in tonight's shootout has already whittled their way through a field of some of the most talented drivers on the planet at some point in the 10-year history of the Fall Fling and the Spring Fling. Tonight, one of them will ascend to the throne and will be crowned king of the Flings. They'll get that awesome Ivy Huddle golf cart. They will get the title, the honor, and basically the respect of all of their peers. As Jeremy Jensen and Tommy Plott going to be our first pair. Tommy, that 65 Mustang on the right side, dialed in at 532. Jeremy Jensen, the 63 Corvette over the left side. Wind light's going to go to Tommy Plott. How about 003? Take 2 thou at the stripe to light up the scoreboard, being one above. Jeremy Jensen, 16 green, dead 0, and out.
What a drag race. First pair of the King of the Fling. Imagine how it's going to be later on in the race when we get deeper in the rounds and they're really competing for that golf cart. That'll bring up Don Hanson in the 2010 undercover left-hand side. Palm Beach Gardens, Florida native. Dialed 482. And Jeff, the $1 Million Man Verdi, won the very first installment of the Spring Fling Million in Vegas back in 2016 out of Glen Allen, Virginia, in the 68 Firebird. He'll dial 592.
Yeah, Don Hanson's company actually loved the Fling so much that they came on board as a day sponsor. They are today's sponsor, Hanson Global Incorporated, working with us on that $30,000 to win Thursday.
Green bulbs a pair, 4,000 difference on the starting line. Top end, win light to Jeff Verdi. 22, take 2 to be one above 9 for Jeff Verdi. 49 total, or 41 total. Don Hanson is 18 on the bulb. Runs it down to be 2 over with a 5. Might have given that one back to Verdi there, but Jeff, the $1 Million Man Verdi, will take the win light. That'll bring up Troy Williams Jr., T-Rock, right-hand side out of Daytona Beach, Florida, in the 2019 Phantom Chassis Dragster, 464's the dial. And Turtle Brannon won the very first 50K ever at Galat. Brannon in the 2016 Maddox out of Boiling Springs, South Carolina on the 451, and Brannon turns it 4 thou red. Right side, T-Rock, 29, dead 1 for a 30-pack. Brannon, 4 thou red, 1 above with a 6. And T-Rock will move on. Coming up, Junior Houston and Kevin Thorpe. Thorpe in the left side, 464 dial. Houston on a 469 in the right. We have a good matchup on the starting line and a very good matchup in the water box. Little flicker there for Thorpe. Red light start by 3 thou for Junior Houston. Houston will run it down 7 thou under after he was 3 thou red. Thorpe is 18 on the bulb and dead on with a 1 for a 19 thousandths package. And he'll go to the second round. Then we're at Rocky Pinavale, right-hand side. Rocky on a 589 dial, last year's Fall Fling MVP, won the Wednesday 15K and the Friday 50K. He dominated the weekend, but he's got a tough customer in the other lane, Jeg Coughlin Jr., Jeggy, on a 599 dial. Pinavale from Amelia, Virginia, Coughlin. From Delaware, Ohio, Coughlin, a multi-time pro stock champion. Come down here, do a little bracket racing with us. 5 thou, the difference on the starting line. Rocky and Jeg rolling through. Win light, Jeggy, how about 20? Take 5 to be dead on 1 for a 21 pack. Rocky is 25 on the bulb, goes dead 1 as well, and a 5 thou margin of victory for Jeggy.
Wow, I got to definitely compliment the coverage here that we got from Motor Mania TV. I mean, being able to see that, watching Jeg's head kind of on a swivel down there, that silver helmet rocking back and forth underneath that white hood is Gary Williams and Marty Dabney. Dabney in the Vega, lining up on the right side. 5 flat, the dial in on the motor mile side of the racetrack, and Gary Williams, G-Dub, getting behind the wheel of the dragster, dialed in at 479. Again, keeping in mind that each and every one of these folks has already hoisted the big check. They've already donned the championship jacket. And tonight, just racing, and I don't mean just, but racing for a golf cart out here, it is more than that. It is the prestige of the thing. So Marty Dabney getting himself right up there behind the pre-stage bulbs. G-Dub's already got his first 2 bulbs lit. And looking at it,
some of these guys are multi-time Spring Fling champions. As G-Dub go ahead and puts it in. He is staged. Dabney is taking his time.
Yeah, G-Dub has picked up wins at Bristol in 2015, picked up one here in 2019, or picked up one in Galat in 2019, and then Marty, looking back at where he was able to pick up his wins. Dabney, where did he grab those? Bristol 2012, so he's going back to the early days.
Marty Dabney, he finally gets it in. Bulbs drop, 9,000 the difference on the starting line. Marty Dabney out front, but the win light goes to G-Dub.
Gary Williams, one above, getting it done. Marty Dabney took 26 thou at the stripe and breaks it out 2 thou as David Wright and Shane Carr. Carr lining up over the right side. David on the left, the Titusville, Florida-based American chassis dragster, dialed in at 468. David Wright, one of the ones that was able to pick up a win in Galat this year. And then Shane Carr, well, he obviously has been here a few times, and Shane grabbed his wins at Galat in 2017. So both these winners coming out of the newest track on the circuit. Gallant. What? Whoa. Somebody's not messing around. 76 thousandths of a second separated him at this end of the racetrack. David Wright was 76. Shane Carr, trip, zip, perfect, and Sugar moves on to round number 2. 3 above the dial. Gets it done.
Bob McCloskey, right side, 469 is the dial, and Luke Bogacki. Bogalak, left-hand side on a 465 dial in. McCloskey out of Jackson, New Jersey. Bogacki out of Carterville, Illinois. 400ths. Head start going to go to McCloskey. No real head start coming off of the starting line. We'll just have to see who can run the number and who can hit the tree.
Yeah, McCloskey, a winner there in 2012, and of course Bogacki picking up his win at the Million.
All Vegas. Of his wins.
All
Vegas.
Everything.
The second ever Spring Fling Million winner lining up left side. 3,000 difference on this end. Top end win light, Luke Bogacki. How about a 10-pack first round for Bogacki? 4 dead 6 for Luke Bogacki. Right side, McCloskey is 7. Behind 18 at the stripe to be 2 over with a 1. He's 28 total, and Bogacki eating him up.
So we're going to send one more pair. Actually, 2 more. We got one on the starting line, one in the water box, and then we are going to interrupt your regularly scheduled program to cut back to the final of the main event. But with Johnny Ezel, Johnny Braggett Racer, and Joe Gary getting behind the wheel of the dragster to race for the king of the flings. Johnny Ezel, 003, dead 1, puts up a 4-pack. Joe Gary was 16 on the tree. And then Joe, 445 on a 447. Johnny Braggett Racer, 4 total, and gets it done. And yes, I know the question here is about what about Steve Law? He'll get a chance to get back. We're going to kind of hold our way through here. We got a few more pair to go. If, because again, regardless whether Steve Law wins the race or whether Peeps Pennington wins the race, one of them's going to have to get back here. Advantage on the tree goes to Tim Markerblue. He was 009 and dead 4. to be 13 total down at the finish line. Marco Paravalaris over on the right side, 26 on the tree and 2 above. Bowing out here in round number 1 of King of the Fling. These guys are bad to the bone. John LaBouse. Let's see here. Isn't there a shot of him holding up like 3 checks from the same weekend?
You know what? There is. And I think that was the first ever fling.
Right.
He had 3 checks. He just like swept the whole weekend.
He came in and
nobody else had a chance. He just swept the weekend.
He just stomped people.
Ahead and took all the checks from everybody. Like nobody even was there.
And he does that time and time again.
I think, and now this could be a little bit of a bold statement here, but I believe that John LaBouse and Tommy Cable have turned on the most win lights in fling history.
That is a possibility. Shane Maddox, 451, the dial in on the left side. John LaBouse.
Win light LaBouse.
Whoa.
Wow.
How about Shane Maddox and John LaBouse separated by a thou at this end of the racetrack? John LaBouse runs dead on 7. Shane Maddox runs down to a dead on 8. So a thou at this end, a reverse thou at that end, and it comes down to 6 ten-thousandths of a second advantage and win light to John LaBouse. Told you.
This is crazy.
It's going to be mean.
This is just rude.
Mean the whole way through. Vinny Domino and Jeremy York.
$447 now for Jeremy York out of Indiana. Vinny Domino, $475 out of New York. Had quite a few from New York and New Jersey. Big Ben's in trouble. 28 now. Separate them. Win light, right hand side. York, how about an 18 pack? 11. Dead 7. Big Ben is 39. Drops anchor to be 1 above, and 35 down margin to victory for Jeremy York.
Yeah, Jeremy York a couple of years ago parked that house mouse pickup truck here in front of the tower at Bristol to earn his spot in the King of the Fling shootout. Thanks to Hoosier Tire for being on board and getting that thing done. Do I know the land speed record for a golf cart at Bristol Dragway? No, but I'll guarantee you it happened on that hill coming down out of the grandstands right there.
Most definitely.
That's where it would have had to have happened.
Somebody throwing it in neutral, just riding down there, had to be.
Bug McCarty and Kellen Farmer. Bug, that's your boy.
It is. $621 for Bug. Farmer, $483. Big wheelie for Bug, and he's got an advantage. 29 now. Separate him. Oh, Bug. Kellen Farmer is 30 and 4 thou under. Bug McCarty is 1. Take 83 to be 58 thou under.
At 001 and just took a little bit too much stripe. Kellen Farmer's going to get the win light as Kevin Brannon, KB, and Chris Stein. Stein grabbing his win right here at Bristol in 2017. And, of course, Kevin Brannon, he's grabbed 1 or 2 for his own. Kevin Brannon got that win light in Bristol 2011 that earned himself a spot here in the championship. And I kind of call it, I mean, it's King of the Flings.
King of the Fling.
It's King of the Fling.
It's King of the Fling.
We are racing for a spot in royalty. 444. The dial in over on the left side. Chris Stein dialed 447, so just 300 between them as far as the dials are concerned.
I think Brandon's been dialed 444 all day.
Stick with what you know.
Exactly. Can't run it, why dial it?
Yep. Stick with what makes you feel good. As KB got the pre-stage bulb lit, Chris Stein is over on the right side.
Whatever floats your boat.
Yeah, exactly.
444 floats Kevin's boat. Oh.
What? No. Well, let's just say this. Chris Stein has got a whole lot more courage than I do. Kevin Brannon never left the line. Chris Stein was 10 on the tree, ran it out to be 447-0 on a 447. Yeah, yes, he did. As Big Jed says, he took 660 feet at the finish line. That thing was, I mean, that just takes absolute, complete, 100% courage, pure bravery, and Chris Stein trusted his dial with his life. With his life.
Want that golf cart.
Well, let me tell you something. Right there, Chris Stein said, look, I'm going straight through. If I win it on this run, I'm winning the whole thing. Because nothing will go wrong for me now.
So Chris Stein, all right, guys, hate to spoil it for everybody. Chris Stein's winning. He just held it wide open. And, yeah, that happened.
Oh.
Man.
That is put a little faith in the man above. And all right, Mia Tedesco and Denver Malpa. Malpa. He got the ropes over the right side, dialed in at 484. Tedesco dialed in at 460. Malpa's 13th thou behind at the hit, and it's going to be Mia Tedesco. 005, 461 on a 460. Get their first 83 thou. Denver Malpa was 18 on the tree and 492 on a 484.
Will Holloman, right-hand side, 469 is the dial in.
And with Holloman matching up against Ryan Mangus. Mangus, who is definitely one of those guys very, very comfortable, and I mean very, very comfortable in a door car. Do a little top bowl racing here this weekend. He is a two-time winner at the Spring Fling. Won it in 2013, won it in 2014. And so basically when the Fling went west, Ryan Mangus started taking over.
And the Sean Langdon dragster.
Oh, Ryan Mangus fouls it away 0.03 of a second, and Will Holloman was 144. Oh, good thing Ryan Mangus has got a whole bunch of people hanging out over there that he's going to need a hug. He may even need one from Sean. 003 on the red side. Will Holloman was 144. Holloman gets a lucky round there. Ryan Mangus bows out. And that is going to bring up Race Kid and Randall Reed. Reed, who was the winner of the third ever million there in Vegas. And Race also picking up his win in Vegas in 2017. Race Kid coming out of Boise, Idaho, 474. Randall Reed dialed in at 466.
Now, after that pair, I already know who the final is going to be. It's going to be Chris Stein and Will Holloman. Because after those two runs that they have made, nothing can go wrong for either one of them.
You know what? I've actually been rethinking my theory on that. Ooh, Race Kid in a beautiful spot. 009, 479. He gets out of it. Randall Reed missed the tree. Randall was 91 on the reaction time and goes 470. Race was 009. So here's where we're at.
Oh, yeah, Nate.
So Tommy Cable rolling up here on a solo run. Peeps Pennington, who is tonight's winner and actually earned his way into the race by winning just what was kind of the highest dollar payout ever in the history of the Flings when we were in Vegas this year. He is waiting on last night's winner. Tim Thomas is waiting on Peeps Pennington to get back. So last night's winner and tonight's winner are going to battle it out in King of the Flings. So Tommy Cable, 16 green, goes 456 on a 457. And, well, pretty much why Tim Thomas was the last car down. He actually broke the tranny on the time run, went back, swapped it out, and got it back here for round number one. So it'll be Peeps Pennington versus Tim Thomas to finish it up.
In a world where round number one of the King of the Fling shootout comes down to one final pair, fighting for survival in their chase of the Ivy Hutto golf cart. It is Tim Thomas and Peeps Pennington starring in The Last Pair.
That'd be kind of a fun movie.
The final pair.
So Peeps Pennington, he's going to put 463 up on his side of the scoreboard. And Tim Thomas is going to dial in 0.05 of a second slower than that. Going to be kind of interesting to see what does happen with Tim's car here, knowing that they had to go back and swap out a transmission in between rounds. Peeps, who pretty much at this point, I mean, he's already been through, what, 9 rounds of competition in the main event, and is now looking at the possibility of having to knock down several more. Well, when it comes to practice, when it comes to like having that mojo and that seat time, kind of that rhythm going in your direction, Peeps has got a pretty good shot at it here. So with our final 2, pre-stage, now stage for Peeps Pennington. Tim Thomas earned his spot in the King of the Flings last night, and he fouls it away 1,000th of a second. 001 on the red side, Tim Thomas. Peeps Pennington was 002.
All right, here we go. Hoosier King of the Fling shootout, round number 2. I assume you were talking to me, Barry. I appreciate that. I need all the rooting I can get. Here's Jeg Coughlin Jr. Jeg's entry. That's Chevy Twice wagon over there, dial 599. Look at that hot rod. I love that car. Right lane is Troy Williams Jr. T-Dub, dial 462. A couple of the best sportsman racers on the planet. About to duke it out. Jeggy's in trouble. He's probably going to have to find a little bit of the hose right there. 008 dead 7 for T-Rock. Getting there 30 thou. Coughlin 40 on the tree. Dead 5. Comes up 30 short as Troy Williams Jr. lays down 15 total. $7.45, Weave. $7.45. Next up, wow, 2 more of the best sportsman racers on the planet. Luke Bogacki, my podna. Pod, P-O-D-N-A. Dial 464, John LaBouche Jr. in the right, dial 473. Nasty. 2 thou separate them. 006 and 10 thou above for Caboose. Bogat, 008, take 10 to be 2 thou under. Needed to take 8 or less. Here's Kevin Thorpe. Left lane, 464 is the dial. Tommy Plott was the first guy to crush me this morning. Dial 532. Nasty again. 2 thou separate them. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Kevin Thorpe. 3, take 1 to be dead 1. He's 4-pack. Tommy Plott, 5 dead 0, 5-pack, no good. 1 thou short. Kevin Thorpe lays down a 3 thou package. Or 4 thou, excuse me. Race Kid in the left lane, 472 is the dial. They just keep coming. Johnny Ezel in the right, dial 473. 1 thou red for Ezel. Race Kid, 15 on the tree, dead on with a 2. 17 thou package Ezel. 1 thou red and goes 44 thou under the dial. You know, these are former Fling event winners, so you gotta think there's a lot of talent out there in this shootout, and it's just pair after pair. Here we have Miss Mia Tedesco. 460 is her dial. Right lane is Jeremy York. York dial 446. Separate them. York 12 dead 7. 19 pack. Moving on. Tedesco 007. Take 24 to be 12 thou under. Had to take 12 or less. Tim Markaglu in the left lane. 452 is the dial. Kellen Farmer in the right, dial 483. $25,000 separate them. Timmy Markaglu in control here. How about 5 dead, 3 8 pack? Farmer 30 and 3 thou under. Markaglu gets there 19 thou. 8 total. Moving him to round next. It's just pair after pair after pair. Wesley Boo Washington. Oh, is that Tommy Cable? Tommy Cable, 456 dial on the left lane. There's no backup in talent when you talk about Tommy Cable. It didn't matter who I called out in the left lane. If you switch it to Tommy Cable, his talent's as good as anyone. Here's the $1 million man, Jeff Verdi, 593 in the right. 10 thou separate them. Tommy Cable, 14, dead 2, 16 pack. Birdie, 004, 12 thou over, 16 pack. Margin of victory, 0, 0, 0, 3. 3 10,000ths going Tommy Cable's way. Wow. G-Dub, Gary Williams in the left lane, 480 is the dial. Will Holloman in the right, dial 469. I mean, there is no good draw at all. You don't look over at anyone and go, well, yeah, this was not a bad draw. This is a terrible draw for every racer in the shootout. $1100 head start going to Doughboy. 200 separate them. G-Dub, 6 dead, 5, 11 total. 14 thou at the stripe. Holloman is 26 and a thou under, didn't get there. Peep Show, 464 dial on the left lane. Chris Stein in the right, dial 446. Just went 447.0. Taking every inch of the racetrack, but again, doesn't matter how much stripe you take. If you're not breaking out, why let out? Chris knew. Just in case it'll go 446.9, he dialed to 46. Jeremy Strickland, I had a blast right up until I got to the finish line in both runs. Then the fun was over. God kept me safe, and that's really all that matters. Peep Show, 2, take 22, dead 9. 11 pack. Back-to-back 002s for Preston. 22 thou at the stripe. Chris Stein goes 47-1 on that 46. Was a little bit behind at the start. Stein goes 47-0, 47-1 back-to-back. Little tardy at the starting line compared to Peep Show. Your buy car, Sugar Shane. 11 on the tree. 476 is the target. Just missed it. With a 5,000 on the board.
Hey, Jared, if I may, butt in for a second.
You're the boss, so you can do whatever you want to do.
No, not in this booth. I'm not the boss. I have never in my 25 years of watching bracket racing seen so many good matchups in my life. This is unbelievable. It's like an all-star show. It's one after the next, after the next. It is absolutely unbelievable. If you're on a premise, if you're on the grounds and you're not watching this King of the Flings, you're missing out.
Yeah, I'm not blowing smoke up your skirt, Pete. You're one of the most accomplished sportsman racers in the world. And for you to get as excited as I saw you back here watching those matchup after matchup after matchup, it obviously was really cool to watch. And it's just going to continue round by round until we get a winner of that Ivy Hutto golf cart. So first up will be Kevin Thorpe out of Knickerbocker, Texas. Always a top 10 city. Thorpe down 464 in the left lane. I believe Kevin Thorpe got his spot in this in Vegas, if I remember correctly. It was, yeah, earlier this year in Vegas. Right lane, Shane Carr. Sugar dial 477. Sugar Shane got in Galat, got in through Galat in 2017. Winner to the quarters, 5 thou separated. And Kevin Thorpe moves on, 12 take 13 to be 16 thou above, 28 package. Carr 17 on the tree, bails out big time to be behind and go 24 thou above the dial. Thorpe moving on. Troy Williams Jr. won 50 grand right here at Bristol. 464 is his dial. Peep Show has won everywhere. 464 as well. He's in the right lane. Heads up race by two of the baddest dudes on the planet. Double reds. Williams, 10 thou red. Peeps, 1 thou red. Peep Show moving on. He's been 002 back to back, then goes 1 red and still gets by with it. Troy Williams Jr. is 10 red. We might just have one winner circle. I just give him checks and trophies and jackets and golf carts and money and chocolate bars. If he wins 2 5-pound chocolate bars, I'm getting one of them. I mean, I thought of Pennington was going to wreck this place today and win everything. I just didn't know it was going to be Peeps. Here we go again, G-Dub. Gary Williams in the left lane, dial 479. Race Kid in the right, dial 473. 600 to the FTI entry of Gary Williams. Even on the starting line. And G-Dub wins the drop contest. 14 and 19 thou above, 33 pack. Kid, 15 and 11 thou under. Got there 29, needed to take 18 or less. 480 at 131 in the left, 471 at 136 in the right. Their brakes work. Tim Markaglu, 452 dial in the left lane. Timmy won at Galot, I believe. Vegas. Okay, it was Vegas. Jeremy York in the right, dial 446. 12 thou separate them, and Jeremy York moves on. 007 take 006 to be 18 thou above, 25 package. Timmy Markaglu is 19 and 12 thou above, 31 total. Comes up 6 thou short. Yeah, the Peep Show has not made a full pass in his last, I don't know, 4 or 5 runs. The VP fuel truck's got plenty in it, bud. Go ahead and stretch it out one time. They got plenty down there. Tommy Cable in the left lane. 456 is the dial. John LaBouche Jr. in the right. These guys are teammates at times. 473 for Caboose. Just flat and nasty. 007 in both lanes, and Tommy Cable. 7 takes 6 to be 11 thou above, 18 package. Moves into the quarters. Caboose is also 007. Sets it down to 17 thou above to be -6 at the stripe. All right, back around, ready to go. Couple of Texans going to duke it out right here in the quarters. Come on in, loose change. Got Kevin Thorpe in the left lane out of Knickerbocker, Texas, dial 465.
Peeps Pennington, 464 in the right lane, not in the Roadster. Kind of tricked me over at gambling earlier. I'm not used to this look for Peeps.
Got loose change joining me on the mic for this round of the Hoosier King of the Fling shootout. Only 100 separate them on the dial.
Pretty rough field in this race right here, buddy.
Real rough. Jeremy McKagy, I'm not sure if I won that race or you lost it. But I was still happy about it.
Somebody from Texas is going to the next round.
Woo! 3,000 separate them. And there it ends for the Peep Show as Kevin Thorpe shuts him down. 11 take 1 to be 6 thou under. Peeps is 14 and 8 thou under.
Peeps doing a little shake and bake. 145 on a mile per hour.
He was scoop shaking.
He's light.
Thorpe had a 3 thou advantage at the starting line. Had to take 3 or less or get behind and took 1. So did it to perfection.
G-Dub, right lane, 479 dial in.
Left lane is Tommy Cable. Cable dial 457.
I didn't think G-Dub raced for less than 50 grand.
You know, he doesn't enter races for less than that, but I guess you let him in for nothing.
He'll jump on in there and anything.
If he's there already.
If he's there. G-Dub got all of it. 5-thou advantage on the hit with 006. Ouch. And broke it out 002. 6. Take, let me get my mind straight here. Take 10. Be out 2. Got to take 8 or less. Tommy Cable was 11 on the tree. I missed the rest of the screen.
I think he was dead 4. He was dead 3, okay.
The 14 total. Let me get my math back together. I'm still on that good sleeping schedule, you know, where you get up every hour and 45 minutes to get a bottle and a warmer.
Here's your buy card, Jeremy York. 11 and 10 thou above. I think all 3 of our racers that advanced this round were 11 on the tree. Definitely unofficial, but I do know Tommy Cable was closest to the dial out of the 2 eligible racers, so I assume, it's strictly an assumption, back here behind the scenes, they decide who gets by runs and all that, and they look at the numbers. So, all right, Tommy Cable rolling up in the left lane. 457 is his dial.
Jeremy York, right lane, 446. These are some strong dial-ins up on this mountain. If you ain't never raced here, you figure you're at least a tenth slower than home, wherever home is, unless this is home.
Yeah, the first time you come to the staging lanes, they take a rag, one of them good terry cloth rags that you wipe your car down with, and they lay it across your carburetor. You're not allowed to take it off. That's what it feels like when you're going down through there and lose that tent that you've been getting at the house. But these guys got it figured out. 1100's head start, winner to the final to face Thorpe for that Ivy Hutto golf cart.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Somebody needs to take a picture of this. Both drivers, trip zip, dead 2.
Oh,
that is the greatest run
goodness.
in the history of racing, I believe.
Both drivers leave perfect on the reaction. Both drivers go dead on with a 2. Tommy Cable gets to the stripe. 0, 0, 0, 4.
I got to be on the mic for probably the most amazing run in drag racing. Tommy Cable laid down the best lap that can be laid down. Perfect, take perfect. You cannot beat that ever. You will never lose that.
You can't lose.
Perfect, take perfect. And my man, Jeremy York in the right lane is 2 total, losing to a 2 total. That was phenomenal. I've never seen nothing like that.
Would have been 10 thou behind on the starting line for either of them. Rolls it through 13 thou above, not showing his cards.
Technically,
Both drivers.
Kevin Thorpe was 10 on the tree, 6 thou behind both packages from the last round. Is that not correct?
8 thou.
8 thou.
They were both 2-pack.
Oh, you're right. 2-pack.
Perfect reaction in both lanes. Dead on with a 2 in both lanes. And Tommy Cable gets their 0004. All right, so while we wait on the Hoosier King of the Fling shootout finalists to come up, they are competing for $1,000 in the runner-up position, and the winner is going to ride away. You don't typically ride away on what you win, but they'll ride away on this Ivy Hutto golf cart sales Fall Fling Special Edition, and I happen to have Mr. Ivy Hutto in the tower with me. Ivy, now, the racers know you. They know that KB's your son-in-law. That angel that sings that rendition of the national anthem for us is your daughter. You guys are a staple at the racetrack. You're at all the big races, and you got a ton of golf carts riding around these pits, and you've served a lot of racers. Where does your passion for racing come from? Have you been doing this all your life, Ivy?
I've been racing my entire life. My father raced. It come on through the family. Ivy started when she was 5, so it's come on in. That's all we've ever done. And we've met a lot of good people, been a part of a lot of good things. This kind of tops what we've done. This is great right here, and we've won here.
Yes, you have.
This is the top. This is good. We're proud of it.
Well, like most of us, you've been in it all your life, and obviously you've been doing golf carts for quite a long time. You've been one of the guys that was in that in the early stages of customizing these things, and now you've been involved in this event and this shootout for this golf cart. Tell us a little bit about the golf cart that these guys are racing for. I've seen what you've done. It's truly awesome.
Well, this is one of the new 2019. This is a new EFI model. First year they've had them out, so it's kind of state of the art. It's got the LED lights. We did some custom seats. Just tried to make it something really nice. Some nice wheels. It's something reliable. Guys don't have to worry about it. And if there's anything on this cart they don't like, the person that's fortunate enough to win it, we'll be more than happy to make changes for it so that they'll be truly proud of it. So they're winning a nice golf cart, but if need be, we'll make it even better.
Well, I couldn't imagine somebody would want to change something as special as that is, and it's a one-off. It's, nobody's going to have one parked by you. You're not going to get on the wrong one at the racetrack thinking that you've gotten on yours. This is a really special prize for somebody to win. But you said that obviously it was crunch time. You guys been working on this thing really hard and put the finishing touches on when, Ivy?
We finished this cart the Friday before I loaded up to come up here. Last minute, just waiting on some things. Got in some situations we couldn't get some pieces we needed.
Parts challenge.
So, parts challenges. So we stressed on it. We just wanted to make it super nice for this because I think most people out will agree this is the premier race to come to if you're a sportsman or bracket racer. It don't get no better than this right here.
Yes,
and,
sir.
So we just want to be a part of that, give them something. And I think when you show up at any race from now on, if you got this cart with this decal on it, people will recognize who you are.
Folks like you are what makes this event so special. A lot of great sponsors, a lot of people kicking in and working hard and doing everything they can to help give back to the racers some, and you're certainly part of that effort as well for this event, and just really appreciate all you've done for us. Everybody should know it by now, but if anybody out there is looking to upgrade, just buy parts. If they want to get something done start to finish, like you built for my man JJ, anything golf cart related, customization, you can do it. Where can they find out information about you and figure out how to get in touch with you?
Well, you can get hold of us, our phone numbers, whatever. I'm not real sharp on the new age, but you can find us online. We're around. You can find us, and any parts. If you want to build something custom, we'll do it from mild to wild. As we kind of just use it as a phrase, don't buy what you see, let us build what you want. And that's the way we go with it. 25 years we're doing it. Couldn't be more proud, and we're just super proud to be part of this right here.
We're super proud to have you involved, Ivy. We thank you for not only supporting us on the racetrack, but supporting us through this effort, helping make this King of the Fling shootout so special, and just having a wonderful prize for the winner of this round coming up. Thank you for your effort, your hard work, as always, and definitely appreciate what you do for racing in general.
We appreciate y'all having us, and appreciate all the participation from the people. We got a lot of feed. I was actually a little skeptical at giving a golf cart. People wouldn't really get excited about it, but we've heard a lot of good things, and people are really excited about winning a golf cart. And I think the past has been laying down there kind of shows they're just as serious about this as they are for $100 grand, I guarantee you.
It looks like they're raising hard for it. I'm sure whoever wins it's going to have a huge smile on their face. Ivy Hutto, thank you so much. Guys, check out Ivy Hutto again. Whatever you want golf cart related, if you hate the top on your golf cart, you want a better back seat, you want some customization done, get with him. He'll take good care of you. This guy knows what it's like to be a racer. He knows the money don't always just flow. He takes good care of folks. So check him out and let him help you like he helps us and many others. Peep Show. You're already here. I see you there. That's good. Final round is there. I'm going to grab the cordless ease outside and get ready for this winner's circle. Nate's going to call what is obviously going to follow suit and be an epic final round for that Ivy Hutto golf cart.
All right, well, thank you very much, Jed. The drivers are strapped in, the cars are fired up, and our finalists are making their way this direction. Tommy Cable, coming off of what was just one of the most ridiculous runs that we have seen out here. And I mean, that thing was unbelievable. And Kevin Thorpe, who came in off the bye run, these two have made their way into the final round. Tommy Cable, we're talking about wins at the Fling here in Bristol. 3 years in a row, 2014, 2015, 2016, and then again last year, or this year, excuse me, earlier in the year in Galat. And Kevin Thorpe, who ended up picking the win up in Vegas this year. So Kevin earning his way into the King of the Fling shootout when we were out in the western half of the United States in April. And Tommy Cable, what'd Jed call, like 11%? Is how many of the Flings he'd won? Maybe a little bit more than that. 456 the dial in for Tommy on the left side. Kevin Thorpe, 464 on his side. I think Thorpe might have won like 32% of them. Combined, the guys have been almost half of them. But Kevin Thorpe, he's got that 464 on his side. Tommy's done the burnout. Kevin's done the burnout. Just got the opportunity to listen to Ivy Hutto talking about the love and the work that they put into putting together this golf cart. Somebody is about to claim the crown of King of the Flings. Are you kidding me? Tommy Cable goes perfect again, but Kevin Thorpe lights up the scoreboard. Kevin Thorpe, 002, take fourth thou at the stripe to be dead four, puts up a six-pack and takes fourth thou at the stripe for the win. Tommy Cable puts up back-to-back perfect reaction times, ends up one above the dial at the finish line, and Cable comes up a little bit short. He'll get a grand for his efforts, but Kevin Thorpe will be crowned King of the Flings in the Hoosier Tire Shootout that happened here at the 10th anniversary Sparco Fall Fling 500K presented by Optima Batteries. What a spectacular side-by-side race yet again. Tommy letting go perfect one more time, but Kevin Thorpe gets him at the finish line. Dead 4, 6 total, taken 4, and Kevin Thorpe will be headed back down this way to claim his prize, and Ivy Hutto will be more than happy to hand it over, but Tommy Cable, close. Just didn't get there this time.
Back here in the Hoosier King of the Fling Shootout winner circle with today's winner, Kevin Thorpe. Kevin, you got in this shootout in Vegas with that win out there. Obviously, that was earlier this year. Come all the way out here to Bristol to compete in the 500K. You're in the shootout, and you go out and win this beautiful Ivy Hutto golf cart. Check that out. That's what you get for going out there and competing tonight and getting that win. How cool is that?
That's cool. That's real cool. I want to thank him for doing that and putting this on. All you guys that were involved in that, it was special, real special, and we're glad just to be a part of it.
You've won a lot of stuff. Have you ever ridden away from the winner's circle on what you just won?
No, never.
Well, you're going to get to do that tonight. Special edition. That piece is beautiful. But let's talk about the racing out there. That was insane. I mean, every pair that come up in that shootout was just colossal match after colossal match. And then Tommy's laying down trip zips like they're 50 bulbs, and you got in on it. You were driving extremely well yourself. I mean, that had to feel good to know that competition was out there, what was going on, you come out on top.
Oh, it was crazy. It was crazy. I told Peeps before the final, I said, there's no way he can do trips again. I was wrong. Trips again. Nasty. Just nasty. Everybody here, just a great event, and I'm just glad to be a part of it. Thank y'all for having us.
Yes, sir. We're glad to have you here. Thank you for being here, and congratulations on another great day at the racetrack, that beautiful prize, that big trophy. And if you got a loan car from Texas here, you a bad dude. Congratulations, Kevin. Great job.
Thank you. I'm sorry I had to put an end to your night, peeps.
Kevin Thorpe, everybody, your Hoosier King of the Fling shootout winner, getting this beautiful, brand new 10th anniversary King of the Fling edition Ivy Hutto golf cart.